name is Laura. I'm a biology and geography teacher here at the Helsinki Upper Secondary School of Languages.
I'm Joshua Webb. I'm the English teacher of the Helsinki School or Upper Secondary School of Languages. Help children think. I think it's the most important thing, that children learn how to think for themselves, how to apply knowledge. I always quote Margaret Mead, who was a famous American educational scientist, who said that we shouldn't teach children what to think, but how to think. And I always stand by that. I think it's really important. So even in English class, I tend to make it so that we read a text and then we think about the text. We don't just read the text for the vocabulary and then study the grammar. Mechanisms, I think that it should have openness so that everyone has the right to have a voice. And I think it's really important that both the teacher is a learner, so that mechanism that the teacher has access to better their skills, because the better the teacher is at education, the better they are at teaching. And then especially students should feel comfortable in the school. If they feel a lot of anxiety or depression, they're not going to learn. So I think this openness within the school is really important. It's really important as a mechanism for learning. Humans need to be calm when they learn. They can't be all anxious. You have to be calm. So I think that's the most important one I can think of. One, I only want one. I'm very simple. Curiosity. I want them to be curious. If they are curious, they can get motivated. That intrinsic motivation, the inner motivation to actually learn should be there. If you feel like there's nothing to learn, you have no curiosity, it's really difficult to learn. And I also sometimes think about the attitude, that they should have an attitude that is open to being wrong and learning new things. It's something I learned quite late in life, and I think it's really important to actually have that kind of attitude that you can be wrong, and it's okay. And I think that's really important. So I think about that.
Well, one big thing happened, if I remember correctly, it was in the 60s, so 1960, when they made the big step of forming school that was equal for everyone. So like I said before, that didn't matter where you came from, what kind of background did you have, everyone got the same school. For everyone it was free, so that is one big thing.
Finnish students tend to interact very differently. I think when I ask for them to do the discussion, it's a bit quicker. So I think that I noticed that you guys aren't used to this kind of like discussing and then coming back with an answer. But at the same time, I find you guys, so the Taiwanese students and the Hong Kongian students, actually come after class to ask more questions. Things that you really, and they're actually about what we learned. So you're more kind of focused on, oh, I want to understand this. Whilst the Finnish students kind of just go, oh, I did or didn't understand it, and that's okay. So it's a bit of a different attitude towards the whole education. So I think it, especially in this kind of interaction where you have students interacting with each other, you have a big difference. And then I think focus. You guys clearly have more pressure to achieve, so it shows in the way you perform your education, whilst the other students don't have such a strong pressure to achieve, at least not yet. So that can affect.
Similarities would definitely be your team working skills, that Finnish students and Taiwanese students both have really good skills at working as a team. It doesn't matter is the person you are working with your best friend or not, that everyone hops on board when you're given some kind of a task.
I think you need a break. I'm going to be honest. I think it sounds like a lot of pressure, and you will learn the same things just in a very different way. And the pressure is taken off, at least for you. The Finnish students think they have pressure. They really do. They think this is a lot of pressure. And I think many of you would find it actually kind of relaxing. All you have to do is study, and the exams are usually quite small areas. The educational pathway is very clear. You kind of choose what you want to study as well. I don't know if you guys are allowed, but they choose their studies, which units they want to focus on. So I think the choice, the fact that it's really focused on education, it's not focused so much on achievement. You learn what you want to learn. I think that would be one of the big reasons. And also, I don't know, Finland is very safe as a country. Yeah, there are some areas that are a bit rough, but it's generally very safe. So you have no worries even outside of school, and you will make friends. But I forget what happens after G.
How important is it? Was that the question? Sorry.
我要看 Sam 黑人。
双向教育的总裁曾毅。
哦，啊，你不选哦。